It's the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show.
Frank.
Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. It's time for the show. Aloha, it's Frank here, and welcome to the Frank Show. Now, as some of you may know, I was not here last week because I was in Los Angeles, California at my fiance's cousin's wedding, and we had an amazing time. I'd never been to LA before, and I loved it. We went all over the place, but I'm saving that for another day. The big scoop for you is that I got to go to Survios, and God, they're such amazing, beautiful people. They hooked me up. They gave me a bunch of swag. They let me play a bunch of games, and that's what we're here to talk about today. Now, I got to see some sneaky stuff that I can't tell you about, but I can tell you they got some awesome stuff in the works, and I cannot wait for them to say more. But I can say some stuff about Creed and Electronauts, so that's what we're going to talk about today. Now, the first thing that I played, they said, Frankie, do you want to play the new Sprint Vector update? I mean, it's got the best map, and it's got some awesome new character skins, and I was like, no, you guys, don't worry. I'll play it at home. I'll stream with the headsets. I want to play the new stuff. I want to hop in a Creed. I want to start, bouncing like a bumblebee and stinging like a bee. And they said, yeah, we got you, Frankie. Don't even worry about it. And they put me in Creed. And I was, honestly, guys, I've been watching the show for a while. I'm not that biggest fan of movie tie-in things. I mean, some people, I think, do okay, but at the end of the day, I think some people are just trying to cash in on the movie thing, and I don't feel like they did this with Creed. I actually thought the Creed was a fun experience. Now, they first let me pop into training, and anybody playing the demo at E3, that's what you're going to play. You're going to pop in. You're going to have to hit the bag a little bit. Now, you have to hit the bag in different sequences, and you want to try to get it before the time runs out, and they put you through those couple of levels, and I had fun with that. I did an all right job with hitting the bag. I was in the best. You got to actually hit the bag. Like, you can't just kind of tap it and move the move controllers, which I thought that's all you could do at first. But no, you got to, knock the bag pretty well and hit it in the little spots, and you have to hit within that little spot. You don't want to, go off or past it, and then you lose some points. You lose some time. So that was a whole lot of fun, but the real fun was when I got into the boxing match. Now, you have a full body avatar, so when you look down, you see your little feet moving around, and it's goofy, but it works really, really well. And then you see your hands moving around in front of your face, and you just kind of gotta, you know what I mean, you gotta dodge, you gotta move, you gotta block, you gotta do everything, and you can't just dangle and go crazy all over. You gotta kind of sweep in and do it well, because they teach you those moves. You gotta get that 1-2 and then under, and you gotta keep your gloves up all the time, and you got to duck back. Now, if you get knocked out, you start waving all over the place, your hands get disconnected, the whole game slows down, and you got to hold your move controllers out into this one spot, and then you get sucked back into the action. It is a really, really cool feeling when you're in VR. It's this ethereal feeling of whoa, I'm out of this, and then you're sucked back into it. And the even better one, oh, I love this one, is when you get knocked out, it shoots you into a black hole, and you see this tiny, tiny little version of the world, and you have to run, and then run back into it, and then it sucks you back in, and then you get to start fighting again. And your boy Frankie didn't get knocked out completely. I won my fight, but we're going to save the entire video. You guys, I'll put it up in a different video so you can check it out. This is just the little snippets of it behind me. Now, after that, I got to play Electronauts. Now, I have been dying. I was dying to play Electronauts since day one. Frankie boy, if you've been watching the channel for a long time, I used to even play guitar on some of our streams, and I've been playing with electronic music and keyboards and MPCs and tons of little stuff for a long time, and even some VR instruments, but I couldn't wait to play around with this one, so they finally were like, Frankie, you get to play with it, and I did. And it's awesome. Now, I wasn't sure 100% what was going on, but now I got you guys. Now, it's basically a song remix that I got a bunch of awesome bands to make music, and you get to take that music and pick the song that you want or the style that you want and put it into the machine. Now, the machine has these little things that you can place, little cubes, and each cube has a different thing. One cube has sample balls, one cube has little speakers where you can control the volumes, one cube has little things that you can change the audio. One cube lets you change the entire color of the environment. One cube lets you record everything and use a selfie camera. One cube, all the cubes let you do little different things to the music, and you can even do an entire track recording where you set up each cube you want and record that little sequence and then put it into the sequencer and record a bunch of different sequences. Now, each area has its own different samples. The intro has different samples. The chorus have different samples. The bridge has different samples. And when you play them, they're auto-matched to the beat, so you don't have to worry about it. If you're not good at playing music and you're like, Frankie, that sounds cool, but I'm terrible. I have no rhythm. Don't worry. This game gives you rhythm. You're going to do a great job and you have fun with it. And you get the goof around and you get to play. You guys will see. You'll see in the video behind me what I'm doing. And when I put the full video up, you'll notice as well. But it really, really is a fun game. And it's really pretty looking. And the visualizers, every single one is different for every single song. And they all match the music. And they can all be changed. And every single thing you do affects it. And it's a very consuming and fun game. And I think you can even play multiplayer with another person. And I don't think they even have to be by you. So you could just be jamming with somebody else and see them. And it's fun. Electronauts is awesome. Creed is awesome. Survios is killing it. They had a beautiful studio. They were extremely welcoming. And I thank you if you're watching this video for having me come out there. It was such a great time. And I hope that I can't wait to see what's coming around the corner. Now, thank you all for coming through. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you did, hit that thumbs up on your way out for your boy Frankie. But more importantly, if you're new to this channel and you want to stay up to date on everything PlayStation, VR, well, hey, and you don't mind this ugly mug, friggin' subscribe. I mean, come on. Smooches. It's the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. What? The Frank Show. Come on, the Frank Show. It's time for the show.